If I told you that myelin was like insulation, what do you think myelin helps the axon do? Think about it to yourself, and then I want to hear your thoughts. On the timer. Take about 20 seconds and think about that. Myelin is like insulation. What does that mean to you, Jared?
Like receiving, like I'm thinking heat right now, but
Okay, I like that example. Now, what did you have any thoughts while you were dusting? Just based on insulation and myelin? What do you think, William? I see you got some ideas there. Okay, so Jerry made a connection to heat, and you said it keeps the heat in.
I was thinking more about protection.
Okay, so protection. What was the thing that made the connection to protection for you? What were you thinking about?
The picture.
Ooh, the picture. What's that picture of?
Is that a wire?
Mm-hmm. And it's got a coating on it.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were thinking, forget axons for a second, if we were thinking about a wire that has a coating on it, so that wire's maybe sending an electrical signal, what does the coating help the wire do? And one thing that you said, I think is so true. Okay. Protect it. What happens if we don't have a coat?
it might be destroyed or
Dangerous.
It could be dangerous. It might be destroyed. So in terms of the electrical signal, if the coat isn't there, what will happen to the signal?
Might not work.
Might it work? Weaker? You know what it is? What about speed?
slower.
Slower? And you said, we had some words, so we had words like it could be weaker, it could be slower, it could be dangerous, or it could just not work, it just doesn't get there at all. So now put that back in terms for myelin and the axon, because it works a lot like wires with a coating. So axons are a part of what's sending our nerve signal. If our myelin doesn't work, what could happen?
We might not get the signal.
Okay, so what's like a body consequence of that? Can you give me an example?
So if you touch something hot, you won't have that reaction to get away from it.
Okay. Think on one for a second. You have one? What's like a body example?
Paralyzation.
What was that?
Paralyzation.
So you can't move, right? You're not getting signals to, where would those signals be going? So what body system did we already talk about lets you move? Muscular. So if you've got myelin that's not working and those signals are supposed to go to your muscles, Destiny's name might not move. I like that answer. So we talked about a couple more things with the wire. So we talked about, that's the example of the signal might not get there if the coating isn't working. What were the other things that could happen if the coating isn't working?
Like you might not be able to walk because you can't feel your legs.
Can't feel it, so that's another example of it not getting there. What were the other things that could have happened to the copper wire? One was it just wouldn't work. The signal wouldn't go through at all.
Speed.
The speed, okay. So translate that back to myelin.
A late reaction.
Ooh, a late reaction. So can you put that in terms of the oven on my hand going on the oven?
You can not feel it until later, and by the time you like second degree or third degree, feel how hard it was.
So you're not reacting fast enough. So those are all really good things related to myelin. So you guys kind of hit the nail on the head. So that's the function of myelin, serves as a coating, serves as a protectant for the axons. Obviously, I mean, Destiny and I still managed to rock second-degree burns with our oven experiences. We're just after the food. But your brain wrecks so quickly. We talked about those things earlier. You don't even think about it. You're pulled back. Think about how fast those signals have to be going. I mean, they are going so monumentally fast on your body. And there are obviously big consequences if they don't go that fast. Or if they don't go at all. So, I want you, in your packet, you should have a page. It looks like the one right after your next page. It says, it should have a person on it. And that's an image of all the nerves running through the body. I'm going to read you this prompt. So, Charcot-Marie-Tooth is a genetic condition that causes peripheral neuropathy. Now, my gentlemen who were here for medical terminology, root word neuropathy means
Disease, brain disease.
disease of the
Oh, nerves.
nerves, you got it. So neuropathy, you already know it's a disease of the